Wow, man. It's been taking me a long time to get this scene set up here. I had my favorite homemade pick I made from Bella's soup bone. My favorite bone pick. I had it, and now I lost it. Hey, Bella, it's just me. Anyway, I was going to use it because I love it. Now I can't find it. So, it's around here somewhere. And setting up this tablet to make this video, I got a stand for it, and to get the right shot, I don't know, it just kept falling over. I need to befriend an audio-visual person, he or she, you know, who's got gadgets and gizmos like I got gadgets and gizmos. I'm a musician. I have those kinds of things. Someone who's a videographer and they got the equivalent of what I got in a multi-tracker, you know, home studio to record music. I've seen them. I would like to have one. That would be fun. But so I need someone to help me take care of that because it sometimes cumbersome is the way things feel and are done. But what today I was going to do was regale everybody. Regale everybody with tales of California from when we used to live there. There are so many stories. I told Shell all the time, man, we gotta write about this. Even the stuff now, you know, coming back. It's everything. Life is a good story. I don't know where I'm gonna begin in my storytelling. I'm just gonna close my eyes and think that there's people here that give a shit. All right. A lot of weird stuff happened in California. For instance, one day I was looking for a job, wandering up and down Hollywood Boulevard, looking for a job. Now I saw some girls that looked like they were porno stars. Part of me wanted to follow them and see their office. Maybe apply as a drink boy, someone to bring drinks and, you know, I don't know, whatever. Not a fluffer. I'm sorry, I digress. But one day on this hot summer day, I stopped down the corner of Hollywood and Vine, had me a cigarette, and all of a sudden this little old Italian man crying in the heat, sweating and crying. I was wondering what he was crying about. Then he stopped in front of me, and he had 2 halves of lemons that looked like they had been squeezed profusely. And then all of a sudden I realized that they have been, because he's been squirting them in his eyes and then screaming and crying. And the thing about his eyes is, I don't know if it was him or the juice in his eyes, but his eyelids, both uppers and lower, were puffy, real puffy and red. And he was squeezing them and crying, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my goodness. And then he kept on walking down the boulevard, crying and squeezing lemon drops in his eyes. I don't know why. Then there's that infamous Dianetics place. You know, you walk by, here, come in and get your personality tested. We were bored enough to go in and have our personality tested. It's the guy who's dead now, but he was kind of famous for being in movies and documentaries. He was the guy standing there. So we went in, and it took a long time. And we answered them truthfully. And he came back saying, oh, you got a bunch of problems. You got a bunch, you're like this, you're like that. You could use our book. Here, it costs 50 bucks. We left. And then on another day, there was a different guy out there barking for some service. And we were bored enough to go in and purposefully take the test and answer. Hey, how you doing, man?
You know it's right.
What? Hold on, I gotta pause.